You might have watched this video. Lot of young Indian men queuing up to get some job in war-infested Israel. They are dared to go to any country across the globe to make money in search of jobs. How serious is unemployment issue in India?
I'm reading through statistics, meeting young men migrating to earn for living, and talking to experts and researchers to find out answers. Stay with me through this video. Firstly, I found these statistics from the World Bank data. The recent data says close to 23% of youth in India aged 15 to 24 remain unemployed. Even worse, when I compared the data with neighboring countries like Pakistan, Vietnam, and Bangladesh, these numbers narrated a sad story about India. I met construction workers Manoj Kumar and Neeraj Kumar who were unemployed till 2 months ago. They want to fly to Israel like their other friends in Bihar. At present, they are working as construction workers in Chennai.
बिहार में कम काम है ना, इधर ज़्यादा है, इस कारण इधर पेमेंट ज़्यादा है बिहार से और उधर कम है पैसा, तो इधर आ जाते हैं। इधर एक दिन का सैलरी है 900 रुपया 1000 रुपया देता है, उधर में 500-600 रुपया है, 300-400 रुपया का फ़र्क पड़ता है।
Several multinational companies signed deals with India through Global Investors Meet and also promised jobs. Both the union government and the state governments also claim to have created jobs through deals signed with foreign companies. Why are those jobs not helping our youth? I spoke to economist Kalayarasan to solve this riddle.
So no doubt, of course, this is a serious issue, and one thing we need to be clear also why this matters. India is in the world is the youngest country, in the sense what is economics called as a demographic dividends. It's the youngest country in the sense is the more, one would expect more participation of people in the labor market that actually generates more growth, and that's how the prosperity happens. So that's actually in fact is an asset being India is youngest, but unfortunately we do not have that much jobs as much the demand is there for among the actual projects, particularly of what you call as infrastructure driven model of development. A lot of roads, ports and others are constructed. But the question is whether those ports and those projects will deliver reasonable job is the important question. Since we need to push sector which will actually deliver more jobs per unit of growth. But actually if you want to specifically mention, that is largely the MSME, manufacturing, automobile industry. These are some of the sectors which are known as a labor intensive sector, which actually generate more jobs per unit of growth. Whereas if you actually focus more on say high-end infrastructure or service rate growth like IT, definitely IT delivers jobs for high-end skilled workforce, but the majority of workforce would not be employed, could not be employed in those sectors. So which definitely you need a project which actually delivers more jobs per unit of growth, because India's growth is not bad. India's growth is actually in fact picking up. Its recovery is actually good, but whether the recovery actually would generate job is the question.
So all that glitters is not gold? India has to create jobs to cater to its growing young population. Is the job crisis the sole reason that is pushing our youth to migrate to foreign lands? Researcher Irudaya Raj, who heads the International Institute of Migration and Development, has answers.
Even countries like Malta, Japan. So now that Indians will move to almost 20 to 30 countries, predominant countries in the world, to supply our labor, because we have a huge labor. The government sign agreement, what they are talking about. For example, recently Indians are going to even the Israel or the war zone areas to work, because they are getting 3-4 times more than what they earn in India. I think this idea of moving will continue. But what India should do, they should protect the labor rights in those countries. I think that is where these agreements are very important. And even without agreement, people will go, because India cannot sign agreement with all the 200 plus countries, even small countries like Malta. People are going from India right now, and people are going to, Kenya, Nigeria, Earlier we used to go to, Singapore and Malaysia was some of the countries. Now people are going to Indonesia, going to Bangkok. Large number of people are going to even small countries like, Maldives, and going to, Southeast Asian countries, which was not predominant earlier days, like Cambodia. People are going.
A report titled Economic Cost and Social Impact of Illiteracy was presented at the World Literacy Summit at Oxford University last year. The report says 33.9% of Indians have low literacy skills and it affects the economy. Experts say that a low level of literacy skills and a huge manpower shortage in other countries provide opportunities for India to be a huge labor market. Migration is touted to be one of the solutions to address the higher rate of youth unemployment and growing population of India. I could connect the dots of unemployment with illiteracy and migration to get a clear picture. Now I understand why Neeraj Kumar and Manoj Kumar from Bihar are trying to save every single rupee to get their passport and visas to get jobs in Israel.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.